This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, July 25th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we still have a northwesterly flow across the upper Midwest, ridging over the south and west, a trough over the east. Some energy diving in from Canada is going to bring a cold front our way with some showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the late afternoon and into the evening. Otherwise, before then, it'll be mostly to partly sunny with highs in the upper 70s to low to mid 80s across the state with a little bit of increased humidity. And with that cold front coming in, there is a slight risk of severe weather by the Storm Prediction Center from Wisconsin through northern and northwestern Iowa, Minnesota into South Dakota, Nebraska, and also another one out in the central and southern plains states. When we take a look at the outlooks, this is the damaging wind outlook. It's the standard 15% risk area in slight risks from northeastern Nebraska into northern Wisconsin and across the central and southern plains of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. And when we take a look at the large hail outlook, it's again the same 15% standard risk in a slight risk area in northeastern Nebraska, northeastward to northern Wisconsin, and across the western high plains of Nebraska, Kansas, and the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. When we go back to the GFS here on Friday, you can see the cold front is still moving through the state. When I looked at the high-res NAM, it had the front going through a little bit faster. So if this tends to go slower, there could be some activity in the early to middle part of the day, but it'll be long gone here on Saturday, and it'll be quite cool. Temperatures back into the 70s, maybe low to mid 70s in some locations. Some areas near the Iowa-Minnesota border may be in the upper 60s. Lows Sunday morning may be down in the upper 40s in the cooler valley locations in northeastern Iowa. Otherwise, it'll be in the 50s Sunday morning with highs back into the 70s to near 80 across the state. But that moisture off to the west will start to move in here on Monday, and that could bring some showers and thunderstorms. The better chance will be mainly along and south of about U.S. Highway 30, with the better chances south of the state over Kansas and Missouri. And as we move into Tuesday, that system begins to move into the Ohio and Tennessee River Valley, and then off on the bottom right-hand portion of the picture is likely to be Tropical Storm Dorian, which is out in the eastern Atlantic right now. And as you can see, that shifts into the southeastern Bahamas here on Wednesday, and we'll have some activity with a weakening disturbance moving in at that time that could bring a shower or storm, but it'll be fairly isolated at that. But our main emphasis will be on Dorian a week from today. According to the GFS, it'll be in the northern Bahamas, somewhere east of Nassau. We have a flat ridge across our neck of the woods. The westerly's fairly close to us, and that could bring a storm system in while Dorian is still in the northern Bahamas, and that with that recurving system could keep this system that be over us by the later half of the week around us for a little longer. When we take a look at the extended period here on August 5th, that system off the Carolina coast, that's Tropical Storm Dorian. Meanwhile, we have a ridge developing over the southwest and into the southern plains. We still have a west to northwesterly flow aloft, and that could still bring a few showers around. High pressure will dominate the area over the Great Lakes, while you see Dorian beginning to recurve off to the north and east, with some cooler than normal temperatures around here. And at the end of the forecast on August the 9th, which is the second day of the Iowa State Fair, you can see the westerlies shunted back into Canada. This would bring some warmer, much warmer weather across the area, and most of the rain will be mainly to our north. There could be a scattered shower around. Otherwise, we'll see temperatures back into the 80s, maybe around 90 depending on sunshine, and it looks like it'll be a lot warmer with that ridge in place as well, if that was right. Satellite image from last evening. Storm system with the monsoonal flow across the southwest into the plain states with some showers and thunderstorms. We had some clouds, scattered clouds of debris left over from afternoon and evening thunderstorms in the southeast and east coast as well. The watch warning map from last evening, we had a flash flood watch in effect across southern and southeastern Kansas through northern and northeastern Oklahoma into northwestern Arkansas, also across the southwestern parts of New Mexico with several flash flood warnings, and an expiring severe thunderstorm watch in Montana. QPF chart. Precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall amounts across the state may be between about a half and 1 inch, maybe isolated heavier totals than that. Better totals across Kansas and into the western parts of Oklahoma.